The fresh air, something we don't appreciate in a normal day. But nowadays, with the quarantine, we have to stay indoor. So something that we miss, you know. I'm lucky. I have this garden, so I'm not as bad as some people that I repeat has to stay indoor. But why? Why the quarantine? Why all this problem from something as microscopic as a virus? Why? 50 years ago, we were expecting an apocalypse like from nuclear bombs and a war. But nowadays, the government has nuclear weapons, a lot of governments, and a lot of governments have nuclear defenses. So, what is the most dangerous thing right now, in the 21st century? The viruses. Ebola and now COVID-19 are some examples of that risk. So, here I am with a couple of solutions for the next outbreak that it will be happen. Trust me, it will happen. So now that we couldn't afford in a good way the COVID-19, let's talk about solutions for the next outbreak. First, I want to talk about the United Nations. For the war, they have the blue helmets that are like a private corps, like a private militia that functions for peace. They interview in a war. It could be in Colombia, it could be in Morocco, it could be in Iraq, and they help for the objective of signing the peace, right? But why in a in the health system the United Nations don't have a code like that? We need to create blue helmets, but in the health system. Doctors, biologists, chemists, they need to be 24/7 working, researching, but not like NGOs like Medicines Sans Frontières. No, because that is for volunteers, and we lost time searching for volunteers. We need to take doctors from around the world and get them to work around the world. With that, we could avoid tragedies like Ebola and now the COVID-19. Another thing is the health system in all the world. What happened with the health system? Nowadays, in most of the countries with the COVID, the UCIs are collapsed, and that's something that cannot happen because the UCIs are the most important part of a hospital, are the response, the immediate response for someone who is really bad. So, with the difference between countries in economic ways, we have to improve all the health systems. First, in the most powerful countries, of course, because they have more money. But in the lowest countries, we have to improve too, and that's a work for the United Nations. They have to collaborate with the countries with less money. For example, USA. Why USA, being one of the most richest countries, has one of the worst health systems. It's a question that has to disappear in a few years. The, in a few years, we have to say around the world there are really good health systems, because if we don't have health, we have nothing. So, health corps from United Nations and more improves for the health systems in every country: Colombia, USA, UK, all the governments. Thank you.